Good afternoon and welcome to Business Bites. We're here at the Cornwall channel and we've been talking lots this morning about personal branding, personal awareness and communication styles. And I have with me the fantastic Ross Stevens of Stevens and Nichols. And I overthought that, which is one of the things we were talking about this morning, actually. So we've got Ross Stevens of Stevens and Nichols, and he's joined us this morning, and he's having a podcast now. He's done a video already for his LinkedIn, and he's also had some headshots, which is really cool. So Business Bites is about that. It's about you, it's headshots, it's some podcasting, it's some videos, and it's a great workshop. And it's fantastic that Ross has joined us today. So welcome, Ross.
Thank you.
How are you?
Yeah, very well, thank you.
Good. So tell me a little bit about who you are, what you do, why you do what you do with Stevens and Nichols.
Yeah, sure. So Ross Stevens from Stevens and Nichols Electrical Plumbing and Heating. We do everything from domestic installations to full-scale industrial commercial installations. We also do the renewable side of things as well. So we do solar PV with battery storage.
Oh, wow.
Air source heat pumps, ground source heat pumps, everything in between, really.
Gosh. So solar panels in Cornwall, I mean, they seem to be everywhere.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic. And predominantly, do you work predominantly in Cornwall? Do you work outside of...
we do, yeah. We're predominantly in Cornwall. We haven't ventured outside of Cornwall. We haven't ever needed to or particularly wanted to at this stage. Yeah. But no, it's all going well in Cornwall, and we've got some fantastic customers, and they seem to be growing by the day.
Fantastic. Wonderful. And what brought you to Business Bites today?
So I met Shane at one of your partnerships events at Heartlands. Got talking to him about it, and it's just no-brainer, absolute no-brainer. It's something I wanted to get involved in to get our business out there a little bit more, which we need to do, because to this date we've been just growing through word of mouth, really, and now perhaps we just start to need to push it so people hear about us a little bit more. Fantastic,
and it's a great way to do that with imagery and video, and people can really get a sense of who you are and hear from you, which I think is really powerful. Social media is great, but to be able to see somebody and get that little piece of, oh, he sounds great, or he seems approachable, can be really powerful.
Yeah.
So how is business for you? So we spoke earlier and you said that you get quite a lot of incoming, which is great. And how is it organically in? I know you've shared with me a bit of a piece around the apprentices that you work with, and tell me a bit more about that.
Yeah, so our apprenticeship scheme is something we're really proud of. It's something we've invested a lot into, just to try and organically grow the business's culture to high standard installations, and that is through our apprentices by teaching them the right way, and then organically it's grown into the business which keeps customers coming back.
Fantastic.
It's not even necessarily, like I said, putting money into advertising as such. To this date, it's been literally just word of mouth. And that is through keeping our standards high.
Fantastic, great. And how have you found the networking?
Different. I've been a tradesman obviously my whole life, so for the past few months, been starting doing the network. It's just completely thrown me out of my comfort zone, but I've actually really starting to enjoy it now. And meeting like-minded people is incredible, and people that can not only help my business, I can help their businesses. It's just great just to meet more people, especially after the couple of years we've just had. It's just nice to get out there and actually meet people face to face. It's just really enjoying it.
And when you go networking, is it for you about that comfort, getting out of that comfort zone? Is it about stretching your knowledge? Is it about, just understanding that there are other businesses out there going through similar things to you?
Yeah. And I think when you're first starting out, it's daunting, going into a room, you don't know anybody, and it's almost that imposter syndrome. It's like, what's this guy doing here? But that's where we're going with our business. So I need to get used to that sort of thing and talking to people about what we do, as opposed to just talking to the guys that work with us or working to customers one-on-one. I need to get used to talking to groups of people.
Fantastic.
It's out of my comfort zone, but I am enjoying it. Yeah.
And have you found that your network already, your connections have already started growing?
Massive. I only found LinkedIn a few months ago, so I didn't, I heard about it, but it's like, okay, fine. But then just started connecting with people, and like obviously you get the people trying to sell to you straight away. It's like, okay, I get what's going on here, but just trying to link up with people, really, and I've met up with a few people from there just to have a coffee, talk about what we do, and it's led on to stuff for their business, because we obviously need things for our business, such as, advertising and all the rest of it going forward, website, SEO, just meeting people like that. It's just incredible. And it's not necessarily about pushing what I do. It's about finding people that can just input into my business and I can help them, or so actually you need to speak to such and such because they know about this, and that's a buzz in itself.
Yeah, that connection piece. I think and we were saying this morning how you really get to know other people, and then but you may not have a need for their business at that moment, but as soon as you hear a need, oh gosh, you need to speak to this person, and then all of a sudden the web just kind of grows very organically, which I think is really powerful, isn't it? Yeah. So what's next on the cards for the business? What's the next big thing that you're
so I'm glad you asked, actually. But so in the new year we're looking to branch out into the fire and security side of things. So it's a work in progress. We don't want to launch until we're ready, until it's something that we're going to be thrown, that's going to be the same standard as Stevens and Nichols offers now. So it's got to be right. So it'll be sometime in the new year probably, but it's something we're working on now to offer our existing customers and new customers that I speak to all the time. I need security.
Oh, that's interesting. So almost from your customers that you have right now, they've been sharing with you that they have a need for bits and pieces, and you've now gone, oh, actually we could lean into that because we're listening to our clients. Exactly.
And it's in the same ballpark, with the electricians to upskill into that and bring other guys that we know in, and it's exciting times.
Wow. So how can people get in touch with you? What's the best way for them to I don't know, let's say they're looking at solar panels and they'd like to find out what they are, how they work, and if they're achievable, because I think some people sometimes have an assumption about things that it's out of my price bracket, or it's way above something that I can have on my property. But could they lean in and just have a chat with you and just find out about what you do?
I mean, like our phone number's on the website, and on LinkedIn. And I think the best way, our website at the moment isn't massively geared up to the renewable side of things, because I think you can bombard people with too much information. They just get confused. It's just better to meet with people and then just kind of explain the technology and that their money is a lot of the time better sitting on top of their roof generating income, as opposed to being sat in the bank, especially inflation the way it is. It's a battle against inflation, and energy prices are coming up, so that payback period is just getting shorter and shorter all the time.
So it sounds like it would be really good just to reach out and have a conversation. Find you on LinkedIn, send you a message, see you at your partnerships networking. Fantastic. And I think it's obviously growing, and the business sounds like it's growing, which is fantastic, and growing into different areas. I love the sound of the apprentices and really helping them grow in life and grow with new tools, techniques and life skills, really, which it sounds like you do in a really great way. So thank you so much for being with us today. No so reach out to Ross on LinkedIn or through his website. We'll put the details down at the bottom, and look forward to seeing and hearing a lot more about you and the company and watching it grow through Cornwall.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.